folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to our Assassin's Creed Valhalla Let's Play adventure. And a big shout out to Jake Yates, a channel member and supporter in the Say My Name tier. And of course, shout out to all of the channel members who help support what we do here at Howdy Folks across all the various channels. We just finished up with a feast, so we have some pretty decent buffs, and we're ready to go speak to Randvi and begin another adventure in a strange land. I'm still not sure if that's meant to be a DLC or if that's part of the base game. The game keeps telling me to start it, but I'm not going to just yet. And my reasoning is pretty simple. We have two different areas we can go to. Well, no, we have more than that. We could go all the way up here to, how would you even go about saying that? Jorvik. It just says Jorvik. It's actually north of whatever this one is, Jorvikshire. Or we could go to Snottinghamshire, which is still my favorite. But if we're looking at power level, which I want to go through these in order of lowest to highest power level, because I feel like that's probably what is intended to me the most chronological approach. Yes, there's a lot of freedom in the game. You can kind of pick whatever direction you want to go in, but these events had to happen in some kind of order, and it probably makes the most sense if you go through with your suggested power ranking. I'm not saying that that's definitive or the developer said it, it's just something I've personally reasoned. And Essexe here has the same power rating as Vinland, as the same power rating as Sussex. So what I think we'll do is we'll go to Essexe this time, and then we might tap into Vinland in the future. We might go to this new land here, whatever this may be. I can't quite place where this is meant to be exactly, but we'll figure that out. Canada or something. Where is Vinland? I know it's like North America, but Vinland, Vineland, or Winland is an area of coastal North America explored by Vikings. Leif Erikson landed there around 1000 AD, nearly 5 centuries before the voyage of Christopher Columbus. The problem is that Christopher Columbus actually documented it, and that is why he gets the credit. See a lot of people be like, you stole their thunder. He didn't know the Vikings had been there. No one did, because the Vikings weren't keeping good enough records, okay? And they weren't telling people, all right? I got all the credit to Christopher Columbus. It's the same thing when a company develops a new product and it's blatantly ripped off from some other company that's done it before, or maybe they just had parallel ideas and one came out first. Whichever one is successful, they get the credit because they did the job either marketing it or putting it in the right hands and turning it into something worthwhile. Like, someday, some other streamer is going to put on a green shirt with a green background and have a floating head, and it'll be way more successful. And yes, I will say I did it first. It won't matter, you know? And that's just reality. And in fact, if you're a big famous streamer and you want to give it a shot, I encourage you to. You get fun comments from folks. We didn't get rid of it because I didn't enjoy it. We got rid of it because I moved. We used to sit back there against that wall, and there was a green screen, I wore a green shirt, and that hoop that you see right there, that white one, was the lighting for it. I gotta get that moved back up here, though. That's gonna be part of a new setup. We might have floating heads again in the future. To be determined, we will see. Not important for what we're doing today, which is going to Essexe.
What of Essexe?
We received a summons from the Elderman and his Lady of Colchester, requesting you specifically for a matter of great secrecy.
Interesting.
Foreboding. And who is this Elderman? One of King Alfred's lackeys?
According to my scouts, he is a man who cares more for his own indulgences than the safety of his people. Approach with care.
Well, that's the typical, isn't it? I wonder what they mean by indulgences, though.
I will leave at once.
An alliance in Essexe would be invaluable, but go with caution.
Too much wine? Too much women? Could be anything. We do need an alliance with Essexe, though. Remember, we're trying to build up an army so we can go back to Sussex and rescue our dear friend Sigurd before we, steal his wife from him, which is still definitely in the cards. So this is where I am heading, to an uncommon proposition. Yeah, this is going to be about sex, isn't it? Well, fortunately, we don't have to go on a long journey to get there. We can fast travel to within a stone's throw of our destination, which is just lovely. Love when that happens. Love when all that kind of just works out, don't you? I know I do. You should. If you don't, you're wrong. Morally and ethically. And honestly, you need to get yourself straight. Because I don't have the patience for your nonsense, okay? Let's hop down there and see what's going on. This is a fancy little abode. Wow! Okay, trying to turn the camera when you fall leads to more stutters than... That's the same outfit as someone in a previous story, literally in the last video, and I was a little bit confused by seeing it. It's definitely a different character, though. I think it's probably a common outfit worn by the...
It seems Elderman Bierstan has made this ruin his longhouse.
Nuns? I don't actually know what they are. The ladies who do the thing with the healing. Hi, everyone!
Because you have drunk the barrel dry?
Damn Bierstan. His household is as poorly run as his lands.
Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he deserves.
You would say that, Adrian. Your wife acts like a sow in a skirt.
My sweater run is a worthy woman, you coxcomb. But she's an excellent cook.
With a fine nose for truffles.
If Birston does not return soon, wine will not be the only thing spilled upon his floors.
Now, gentlemen, everyone is fractious with this waiting. Let us be civil at least.
What drama! I am glad we decided to hear that out.
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I'm looking for Bierstan, the Elderman of the Shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs, in her usual fashion. If you speak with her, pass on that we've run out of ale.
What does that imply? And can I put whatever we're about to see on the internet? I don't know, sometimes with Assassin's Creed games. Remember the topless gal in Assassin's Creed 3? I don't think you saw anything other than her running off in a state of undress, and that was quite lurid by Howdy Folks' standards at the time, you know.
Disrespect you, lady. Sour ale in the air, muddy footsteps all over the floor.
I hear a French accent.
Les Anglais sont des hommes.
And they've eaten us out of hearth and home. We have but one cask of ale and 2 roasted pheasants left.
Let us hope Bierstan has at least killed a boar or 2, or his thanes will add inhospitality to their list of complaints.
Cochon! Filthy swine!
Something about a French accent, man.
No use fretting.
Okay, let's barge in and introduce ourselves.
You! Guards will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I'm Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane.
Hi. That's us.
I am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essexe. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
Well, then I will speak to you.
If he's away, I'll speak to you.
Oh, that you could, Eivor, for I am sure this hall would shake with our merry wit. But your accord must be reached with him.
Well, where is he?
You don't strike me as a meek Saxon wife.
Do you yet see an ember of my Frankish fire, Ravenwalker? Perhaps it dances in my eyes?
It's mostly in your accent.
I'm wary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex.
My kind of guy.
One such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I'll remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck, he hasn't been eaten, but I'll return either way.
Is this truly why I was summoned here? To just go track him down? She mentioned I'd have to settle an accord with him, so I imagine he wanted something as well. The Breviary of Broken Hearts. It definitely looked like the tables were on fire for a minute.
Even the saints would tire of waiting for Bierstan to hang up.
You know what? We're done listening to these conversations. I thought for a moment that we might linger and hear everyone out, but at the end of the day, I think I get the general idea. Our guy is out in the wood. This fella is having a merry old time. I can't believe I ruined it. I apologize. It was not my intention to run into you. I was going to slow up just short of him and then see if I could join him in a jig. We don't have a dance button, but I can do this repeatedly. Yeah, that doesn't have the exact same effect, does it? I get the idea. I get the idea. The fella, he's not paying attention to his people and their needs. He's out hunting. There's a party happening. They're running out of food. I see what's going on. Probably don't need to go through there. Where's my mount? Let's go, big wolf boy! Is it about time to swap out the wolf? Yeah, for a while there, we were swapping between mounts pretty regularly. I'd be interested in seeing what else we have. And of course, I'm sure if we wanted to buy one, Ubisoft would be more than happy to oblige us. In fact, should we go ahead and see what they're offering on sale today? We got the Yurei Bushido pack. What do they want for that? 200H? Free offers. Wait, what? Free? Well, weekly free item. Wait a minute. What? This is a thing? Redeem your weekly free item. I didn't know they were doing this. This I can forgive then. The Bifrost bundle. Oh, not this though. This is like a Monster Hunter World tie-in, and it actually looks really cool. This is an abomination. Not Destiny itself, just the fact that you can get that in this world. Charlemagne, of course, as we all remember from history, rode around on a giant polar bear, I guess. Most of this is atrocious. I'm actually very upset that any of this exists. I will go ahead and take this, though, if I may. Redeem my free item. Neato. I got an axe. How long have they been doing this? I don't remember them ever doing free items. I'll take the Bifrost bundle. It's gonna give me an iridescent axe and a shimmering shield. I don't mind free stuff. I'll accept it. Let's have a look at this here. Let's have a look. So we got this here axe. How do I compare to my current axe? So we have got, ooh, it's a better attack. Okay, not quite as good at stun. Equal speed, lower pre-crit. It do have, though, a lot of empty rune slots, which alone makes it kind of superior, because we can deck it out. But let's compare it to the iridescent axe. Whoa! Okay, same speed, better pre-crit, same weight, better stun, much better attack. We got our 3 rune slots, increase heavy damage, so consuming a ration temporarily increases attack. Very cool, that's what we already have. But increase heavy damage after each light hit up to 6. We're switching to the iridescent axe, absolutely. And then as for the shimmering shield, how do it compare to this bad boy? Let's see if we can find it here, and we'll bring up the comparison. Better. All around. All around better. Same weight and everything. This is the way to go. And I just realized we can upgrade these even further, so the shimmering shield can get better with upgrades. How do we upgrade this? What do you want from me? Okay, hold on. Let's go back to that main screen. We have 80 titanium. So if we upgrade both of these, so that'll be 15 for that. And, sorry, 14. 14. It was 5 and then 9. Okay, that's not too bad. And these are now even better. And I don't even want to... I don't know if I even want to hide these. What does this look like just hanging around on my back? How do I hit show gear? I don't know where the axe would be at that point. Just hanging down at my side? I like it. That's our new look right there. It's not currently on our person for some reason, even though I told it to be. That's fine. That's okay. You know what? We're not gonna overthink it. That was a big distraction from what we need to be focused on, which is how do we get out of this town? Are we inside of a walled settlement? Looks like if I just keep heading in this direction, we're eventually going to head out the gate and possibly south to the old haunt, where he likes to do an old hunt. Wait, what? Why are the guards? No. No, leave me alone. Also, there's my shield now. My shield is there. That's great. If we had ray tracing in this game, I bet you that would look fabulous. I am on an AMD card. Here's the thing. AMD, they can do ray tracing. Okay? They have ray tracing cores. They can do it. You want to use the lowest setting. Rasterization is why you buy an AMD card. Okay? Your price to FPS is much better. Unless you don't live in the States, which is what I learned. Sorry, what, Eivor? I was not listening. I had a viewer ask me for some tips about hardware, and I was like, hey, don't sleep on AMD, and they're like, AMD is more expensive where I live. And that blew my mind. I did not know that, because I always think of AMD as sort of the budget-friendly option. Is everyone here dead? Is that what happened? Is that what happens when you talk while you ride through an encampment of burning bodies? You miss what obviously happened? Look, this has been... Is that a leg? Oh, goodness. Okay, well, there's a rest of a body somewhere. I don't think we're going to dwell on it too much.
The remains of the hunting party. This one was savaged by a large animal.
Yeah, we assume large animal, or it was made to look like that. You know, these blaster marks here, far too precise.
They were caught off guard as they supped.
Wouldn't it be strange if it was an animal that surprise attacked them, and not just a person who made it look like a surprise attack, or a people's, I suppose, is the more likely option. But, let's see, is there more clues? Ah. Here we are. Suppose it could have been this wolf. Although that is not a clue. The clues are in this direction. But right there, I was just looking the wrong way. What have we here? What on earth am I looking at? Is that a horse?
They were attacked by a beast. Something strong enough to kill the horse.
Is that what that is? I mean, I understand parts of it have been eaten. It doesn't really look all that much like a horse, or like it ever looked like it was much of a horse.
These tracks in the grass. The hunters were prey to a large beast or two. I can only hope that Björsten still lives.
I don't know, most people sound like they don't like Björsten, so if he's dead and we get to appoint a new leader, is it really all that big an issue? Also, did they go in this direction? Was that the implication? Search for Björsten. Hello? What if we, that's not what I meant to do. I was gonna say, what if we just blow a horn? I think the hope was that he would come running when he heard it. But I suppose that is too much to ask for. So the tracks, those are impossibly large prints! Wait a minute, how did I not realize that when we were, like, zoomed in on it a second ago? No. That is an impossibly large track. There is no way. Where does the road go from here? It appears to just dead end. Should I charge forward boldly? Hello? My dude, my guy! There we go. What have we here? What's up, man? You okay?
Björsten, ready your weapon.
What?
Or accept your fate as a feast.
Whoa! None of these bears are big enough to have been the one that attacked him earlier.
You have savaged enough men today, beast.
Agreed! Hold on, what do some of my abilities do? What does 4 do? Oh, that's right! 4 is the one that shoots the explosives. Come here, you.
We'll fight to the death, worthy one.
Let's not, though. What if we didn't fight to the death? Jeez, these things are nasty. Gnarly little beasts. No shot that was one of their footprints, though. They weren't that big. Alright, well fought, sir. Well fought, Björsten. I think that's all of them, isn't it? If there's another... Oh. No, that's a log. Hello? Oh, I see. What is your story, dude?
Well fought, friend. I would not have survived this ambush without you.
And there's horses now! In the last possible second!
To stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God sent.
I'm Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essexe both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Björsten, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essexe in your stead.
I think this man just doesn't want it, you know?
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands.
Ladies? This man or a bear? What amazing timing for that to be a thing going on right now. This game came out 4 years ago, and I got to this quest on this date. And if you're watching this in 2027, you don't know what I'm talking about. Don't even worry about it, okay? Don't even be concerned. Just know that some women are more afraid of a man in the woods than a thing that would literally eat them. It doesn't even matter which men. That's the thing. We're all bad, apparently. A random man more likely to harm me than a frickin' grizzly bear. That is the state of human intelligence today on the internet. Oh, I came at your call.
I'm Eivor of the Raven clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing, burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing you with its sting.
There's pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
That is brutal.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping her thanes in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband.
Maybe that's why.
I've always been a plucked goose in matters of love. And a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Biston.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow. My eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Biston.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
Good, because I've been attacked here already once.
Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of Wattle and Daub. I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
Same.
Your people. Is Essexe happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes?
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall.
I like this guy. I kind of thought I would despise him, but so far they've really ingratiated him into my presence. Strange way of describing it, I realize.
Ready to help me fend off the spears of their displeasure?
Let them speak their woes. I'll advise you if I can.
He's certainly balding in an interesting
Who's
way.
this owl, Bearston, that twitters in your ear?
An advisor, nothing more. Here to help Essex navigate her brewing storms. Now, my dear brethren, Adrid, perhaps you will start us off. What troubles you?
You're a disgrace, Beerstan. Couldn't get a sow pissed in an alehouse. Alfred's men are crawling all over Essex.
King Alfred, yes. Though it is within his right, the constant presence of his men is certainly an issue.
Send them back to Alfred. They will soon grow bored of meddling, full-grown in strength and mistletoe... What? Full-grown in strength and mistletoe... That one.
When the months are coldest, the mistletoe is full-grown, cloaked in her winter strength.
Meaning that we should weather this? Stay strong? Yes, that's it. Not bend in the wind like stalks of wheat. And you, Wyatt, what do you say?
Your preparations for the Lammas festival. How can you think of spending so much coin when your people are starving?
I'm just gonna pick every bizarre statement he has. Wine is strong. Wine and song is the answer to any problem. You should contribute to the festivals, nor fasting come to the feast.
Drink, be merry, eat your fill, sing of great battles, for tomorrow we may die. There's no problem that meat and song can't solve.
We should have gone with the vague one.
Such mirth? A great feast and happiness? The dark days of winter approach. Let us drink them away.
No, he didn't like that answer. We gave him a bad answer.
Do you yap like a she-hound as Adrid does?
We gotta pick the vague ones.
Bearston, the field. How can we give men to Alfred for his wars when our harvest suffers day by day?
Okay, beware of sleep on a witch's bosom.
Beware of sleep on a witch's bosom, nor let her limbs ensnare you, for she will not bring an early harvest.
Bosoms, that? No. I'm afraid I don't know what that means, Eivor. There. Have I not answered all your questions?
Was I supposed to help them? Was I supposed to give them useful advice?
That's right. Yet still you haunt my hall. Be gone. I haven't time for your squabbling.
I feel like we've made a mistake. We've not addressed the issue.
That ceased their prattling. A fine outcome, Eivor.
But...
The very soul of balance.
But...
A firm hand is all you need, Bearston. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Bearston. Aren't you worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I. But you will discuss.
Why is everyone here so...
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance.
She looks like 30 years younger than him.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
How do you pull something like that
Now
off?
That is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me
When I'm
with the same
50,
affection he
how do I
shows
get
for
like
hunting
the
deer, our
young
marriage
French
might have
women,
survived.
very specifically using the word women here, 20 and up. Okay, let's not be confused. What do you got to do there? I guess be like the ruler of a small province is probably how you go about doing it. Your love has gone sour. What do you need of me, Bristan? Essexe seems at odds. I mean, do we want to do like a personal thing? Let's get
I
personal.
notice your love has gone sour. Was it fresher than this?
There is so little difference between love and hate. It's difficult to say where the sourness comes from.
So, what do you need of me?
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I'm too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy.
Have you two
as
just
that.
tried settling your issues? Have you tried being naked in a room together? That can fix most problems. Your king prevents it.
Then what is stopping you? Your King Alfred?
Ours was not a union of love, but necessity, decreed by Alfred's father to strengthen ties with Francia. Not easily broken.
Explain yourselves, clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship, with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Eivor. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Ulvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years. Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I bet.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you find my Alvida with a fair face and a yearning heart.
Whoa, the lighting change there. Goodness. I like where this is going. This is some fun stuff. What are you doing, jumping jacks or something? Hold on, should we go talk to him? He's got something else to say on the subject of love, presumably.
She will remember me, won't she? Yet what if she's married already? Or buried in the cold clay earth? No, I must not think on it.
Yeah, I mean, the odds that she's just stayed single waiting for you is unlikely, but maybe she was actually repulsive and unlovable, and he's just got, like, a really soft spot for her because one day he went to a tavern where she worked as a barmaiden, and when she handed him her drink, or handed him his drink, she smiled, and he thought, she's in love with me. Yet that sort of thing happens. We'll have to find out next time, but I like where this is going. This is fun. I liked the intrigue last time. I don't feel like they really did a great job with it in our last run of episodes, but I'm looking forward to seeing where this one goes. It's got a fun setup. Until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless all of you. Thank you to all the channel members, particularly Jay Gates in the Say My Name tier. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.